Hello everyone and welcome to the tier list. Finally, it's going to be on the patch OB 0.32, but still I'm just going to try and make a state of where the game is. What are the most OP cards? What are the less OP cards? I'm gonna do a tier list with you. It should be a pretty long video, and usually I don't have much time in the week to do that. And I had my Saturday off, so I decided to grab, some drink here with me, hmm, and to take some time with you and do the tier list that a lot of people also were asking. So, what's a tier list? So, tier list is ranking cards from S plus,
I
which is
came
the
seeking
best thing you
glory,
can have,
but you are all I find.
to oh well, thank you for the random follow. Um, So S plus, then you're gonna have S. You're gonna have A plus, A, which is where cards should be probably to have most a balanced game. B, C, and D. Right? D is like unplayable. You'll never see that. Like it's like say never in competitive play, but most likely in your normal games you'll never see that. And unranked are cards that are bugs or cards that are too new to see where they fit in the game, right? So, without further ado, let's start with the leaders, right? So, where is a Puash now? Like, the leader is ability itself, right? So the ability to deploy zombie is always a little bit weaker than the Odin because he has a 1/1 charge, right? It's like there's bound to be like if we're evaluating the card itself alone. So let me see. Yeah, these guys, like their ability. Let's see. It's a little better than the average, right? It's a little better. Where is it? Here. Wait. Uh, there. There you go. Got a little update here. Okay, so now we have. Let me just put Odin, right? Odin is one of the best one, honestly. Uh, why I always think I can do that. But can I just drag it like here, there? Yeah. Yeah, let's select and add it like here, Odin. Okay. Um, we're also Bellona. So Bellona, like in the first turn, she can't do anything, but it's really powerful sometimes just to be able to blink, because your opponent has to count that in consideration. But overall, I think for me that it's a balance. It's like right on balance. Ganesha is also having, the pillars. I think it's okay now, right? With the new fix that is going to be at the start of your turn. Nuwa, I think, is also really good with Odin. They're like really good. Just adding new spells and on your in removal. Yeah, these are probably the two best. Ra, it's heal, but sometimes you're full health. So I think honestly that Ra, his ability itself, and you can't do anything on the start of the game. It's a little bit weak compared to the other ones if you just take the ability itself. And Zeus, also you need a god. It's a little bit weak. You can't do it start of the game. So I think this is a little bit what the ability of the leaders looks by themselves. So now let's move to the zero cost cards. So then one, okay. Or we got a lot of cards to go, guys. But let me see if is there a way to filter it by Pantheon. Right, improving UI, filtering for spec status, blah blah blah, more. By
I
cards.
came seeking glory, but you are all I find.
Thank you to follow. Unfortunately, I'm recording, so I'm not streaming, so I can't see who follow. But I'm gonna thank the people who follow. Um, the find cards. I don't want to find them. Oh, here's the filters. I didn't saw them before. Okay, so let's just go with neutral first, right? So, is there anything after? No. Okay, so let's start with neutrals. Where the neutral cards are. So Hive, let me just grab all the trash cards together and just put them in D already, right? And these are the cards most like nobody's gonna put in their deck, unless like some really weird or funny deck. So Hive, is really not good. Fire Imp also is not good. They're good if they're summoning them with the Fire Giant, but by themselves, 2 mana for 2/1's not good. Okay, what else do we have? Deer. I mean, if you're beginning, that's not D, but it's probably C. Marksman. What else do we have? Oh, Clay Soldiers. Right now, it's really not good. Sacred Warrior. The Ski. Okay. Poisonous Reparators. I think there's so much cards now. I'm looking at them that the game really evolved. So the other ones seems okay. They shouldn't be in too bad. We're gonna go in D, right? So Basilisk. Basilisk is a card that you want to play in a beast deck because it just goes with the beasts. But in the beast decks, I think it's a little bit worse than the average card. Could have like one more attack or stuff like that, and wouldn't matter that much. Hyena though is one of the best 2-drops, especially if you're playing a beast decks. I don't know if it's too hard for you to read, guys. I hope it's okay. Yeah, like gain, yeah, should be okay. So yeah, just keep buffing and buffing it whenever you play other beasts, because you're building beast. So it's not slightly better. It's actually a lot better than that. Really here in the S. Imperial Soldier is you're playing like a heavy spell deck. It's going to be good, but it has 2 health, so it's removed fast. And if you're not playing that, it's not really useful, so it's going to A. Infernal Cannon, I think it's only good with Bellona, and even then you have to pay for his ability to be good, so it's gonna be not really good card. Same for Caldeer. You need a Scotty in play in order to get value for the Caldeer, and like it's only Norse that has the Scotty that's going to be here. There's really specifically only in that they're good. Marksman, it's a little bit worse than the average card. But it gets buffed. It's okay. Mercenary, I think it's a legendary card, but right now it's really balanced because most of the time you want him to attack, so you're gonna have to put it on one of your front line. And if you're aggressive, then you won't have that much around your summoning stone. But if you're defensive, it's gonna be a little bit better. So yeah, even Lion. I actually think it's a balanced card. It's really powerful. It's a little bit weak to like removal from Chinese because deals 1 damage to it. But yeah, Sign of Doom, I think it's also a balanced card. Right. Thracian is a really good early card, mid card, but it's nothing like really OP. Oops, sorry on that. So, right to Tiger, I think it's gaining health. It's really annoying sometimes when you think you're gonna have enough to kill it, but then you realize, oh no, I just gained a health. So yeah, it's is it balanced right now? Is it? Is it better than the other cards? That's a little bit better. It's a little bit better than these cards here. It's definitely a little bit better. Essentious. Well, Ascension is an okay card. Just better cards, but it's not really that useful. Especially if your opponent plays it like that, you won't have the chance to attack it. Like it can hit multiple enemies. Argus, I think it's a balanced card. It's just balanced. Like you play in the backline, you poke some stuff, and you get more draws. Bronthus though, that's a good 3-drop. It's a little bit above the average. Other 3-drops you'll see. These are already good stats, and it gets buff always. Chaos Spawns. Okay, this card. Now, 3 mana for the silence effect in any Pantheon makes this card insane because right now you need silence. Like you need the more of silence you can have, the better your game be with. And not only that, it comes with a 2/3 body, which is not 3/1/4/3/3, but still a good body. It's not good, but like this is going to be in most of the decks in the most Pantheons. Even aggro decks plays Chaos Spawn to get rid of like Guard's effect or anything that's really annoying on board, like a Guan Yu that can wipe your board. You're just going to like Chaos Spawn it, or a Kukulkan, or even just a Runestone of Ire that gives like, man, hey, not haze, that's magic. Charge to your opponent. Just going to silence it. They're gonna have a 0-3 on board. You're gonna be laughing at them, and you're gonna have a 2-3.
I came
That's just a
seeking
must-have.
glory,
It's
but
just
you are
so
all I
good, Chaos
find.
Spawn. The Cryptid Bowman, 3 mana for a 1/1, and then you have 2 1s, like 3 mana for 3/3s. They're range, but like they're not always there in the same time, so they need multiple attack to get rid of. It's okay. The balance card, what we have, nah, it's quickly a little bit weaker than that. Okay. Part of the Wire, 3 mana for a 3/2. It's a balance card. It's just, you get another card, filters out itself. Not for life, Doom Speaker. Doom Speaker is actually a balance card because like in the game, 2 mana is 2 damage is really easy to kill a unit. But then you have 3 damage. There's like some card by themselves that can deal 3 damage, and it's a little bit harder, but it's still easy to do. But 4 damage, that's where it's get hard to deal with. And Doom Speaker has that 4 health that makes it a little better than every other card that has 3 health. As you see, like in 3 drops, there's not many that have 4 health. LRP is just a little better than Departed Warrior. Better because you have the draw instantly when you play it. Well, the Departed Warrior, if he silence or anything, like if he can't trigger his afterlife because he stays on board, well,
I came
you
seeking
don't get that.
glory, but you are all I find.
Thank you for the follow. So, if you're wondering why there's so many people following me off stream, it's probably because I'm doing a giveaway right now and just following the tricks to get that extra entry in the giveaway. So, now we have Imperial Archer. I think Imperial Archer, oh man, I think it's a balance card. You won't see it often, honestly. I really like it in my DPR Odin Rush deck, where you can like play Mayhem and then it takes extra times, and then you play like what spawns Curse Warriors or Curse Archer, but that's actually a spell, so it triggers another shot, or you just curse something and then it snipes it because it has 1 health. So yeah, I really like that card. Imperial Guard, I think though, it's 3 mana for 2/4, but whenever you play a spell, it gets no return damage and +1 attack. That's really good. That's like way better than that.
Glory, but you are all I find.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so Sacred Warrior, it's definitely only good with Raw right now, but it's good. It's like a good 3-drop, really good 3-drop, better than that. Like, don't play it under Pantheon, but you have to. Like, you'll see it in Raw. Sellsword. Now, Sellsword, I'm not sure honestly. 3 mana for 3/3. It heals you. It's okay. I'm gonna put it in here in balance, but it may shift the next time I do a tier list. Siege Master. Okay, Siege Master is like short runes of fire and like some other niche structure, but it's mainly again Hindu. And when it only one, there's only one situation where it's really good. It can't be that useful always. Like most of the cards that are going to be OP, they're going to have a lot of flexibility, just like the Chaos Spawn. We can silence so many good stuff. Keep in mind you can also silence Summoning Stone if they have been buffed. Thank you for the follow. Steropes. Steropes, one that card I should have put in D here. Just some decks will going to play it with like Fatalis to attack 2 times, and then Sign of Doom to make it like 7 attack and then 14 damage. Well, okay, it's a little bit better than these cards. Okay. Let's be real here. Let's put it in C. Soldier. Okay, Soldier. This card is insanely good. It kills the 1/1 Curse Warriors from Odin. It kills the zombies early game from Plash. It has charge. It can already attack. It buffs everything around him. It has 4 health, which is hard to remove. It's just so many good stuff, and it's just going to be here in S. I like to play Thracian and then play Soldier, attack for 5 on the Summoning Stone on turn 3. That's such a good combo you can do in every single deck because they're both neutral, right? Now we have Tusky. Dusky, it's a little bit weird because moves a random enemy and stun them. If you play 2, they can stun the same guy. That happened to me. It was awkward. Um, 4-2, 2 health's easy to get rid of. But you get the instant stun. I think it's a balanced card overall. You get something right out of playing it. Zaman Scout. Zam Scout is Wombo combo. Man, tough card, but I think it's actually balanced. Argent Outcast. 4-4-4-4 and swap attack. I think that's a little bit bad, honestly. Like, it's 4-4-4-4, but his Warcry doesn't. It's not that impactful. Okay. Where'd Kari Beam at? No. Um, I think that's a little bit weak. You're gonna see it in a lot of Swarm decks. But, oh, that's really weak. Let me put it in B, please. Please go in B. Thank you. So yeah, Xiaofeng. Xiaofeng, it's not balanced. 3 health, so easier to remove when he had 4 health. Immune to melee makes it really, really powerful. But just going to get killed by removal. But you're at least going to get rid of a removal from an opponent. Could arguably even go, but it's 4 mana, right? It's not 3 mana, it's 4 mana. Could arguably go here. Is it better than all of these cards? Definitely, it's definitely a little bit better. Okay. That's sometimes, I'm gonna readjust that. Now we have Gallus. Gallus is wait, another one of these D cards I should have put here. Okay, Gladiator. Gladiator is actually really good. 4 mana, 4/4/4, and you can already use for free your ability. That's really, really powerful. That's like one of the cards you can see in a lot of decks, especially with Bellona. That's really cool. Uwe, I think Uwe is just straight up balance. 4/4/4/4 against +1/+1. Poisonous Hydra, I think it's a little bit better than the average cards. In some situations it's really good. In others it's okay. And Pagus Satcher, I think it's fine. Never really saw one though. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Sagittarius, also, with so many structures being introduced into Hindu Pantheon, I think it's a little bit on the weak side now. Though Spartan's going to be one of the balance card here, especially with the attack buff he had some patch ago. Stone Guardian is also going to be here because 3 health. If 4 health, 2 attack, a little bit better probably. Tom Warden, I think, is going to be a little bit on the weak side because you're playing 4 mana for a 1/1 that doesn't do much already. Armored Behemoth, I think it's in my heart for some reason. Whenever this card is played, I'm risk card because like 8th health, you're like, oh my god, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna have to do some damage in it, and then you deal 1 damage or like 2-3 in 1 shot, and like he's 5 attack, and you're like, oh shoot, I'm gonna lose the other thing that's going to attack at it. So yeah, it's just so a bit hard to deal with. Bull Demon King is going to be a balance card for me. Not much. Then we're gonna have Dune Guardians. They're gonna be also really balanced. Fang Wei. It's immune to spell, but it has 2 health, right? So you have to trade a unit for it. But it costs 5 mana for a 6/2. I mean, come on, like, just not that good. It's really not that good. Kang, on the other hand, is going to be a little bit weaker than the average. It's a 6/4, I mean, but immune to range. But most of the cards are melee. Namkhun Warrior, 5/4/4/4. Yeah, it's just not that really useful. Uncle Deadeye, though, I think it's a balance card. 5/4/4/4, and then you get a god. It's maybe could be a little bit better, but still new, right? It's still new. Suku, I think it's wait, what balance here? Venator. Also balanced. I like the new ability, and before it was a little bit too much. War Behemoth. I think this card gives you a lot of draws, right? It's a little bit better than the average in my heart. So is the Baboon. Baboon with the Guard. People don't really value it. The Chieftain. The Chieftain is really hard to remove in a token deck. When you have little guys going around, it's buff. Fury seems like a balance card for me, right? One of the oldest big drops in the game. Satyr Finder also 4 health is easy to remove, but his ability is really strong. Blade Master also goes into balance for me. So is the Brute. Sometimes it's hard for new players to deal with a Brute, but as the game you get more cards, you'll see it's a little easier to deal with. Okay, so these two cards though, guys, you just know how powerful they are. Now, okay, the Fire Giant is definitely really powerful even after the nerf. Um, the Leaner Nidra, I think it's a little bit weaker now. The 7 mana really hurt it a lot, but it's still really powerful. You could really argue with me. You could really argue with me. I'm gonna put it in one of the best cards in the game. Almost auto include. It's such a good late game card. Yeah, I have to put it in there. It's just way too good. Way too good. And that goes for the neutral Pantheon. Now let's go with Chinese. What do we have in the Chinese for us? Right? Oh, a lot less cards. Okay, trash. Let's clean up all the trash. This, for those wondering, add 2 Clear Minds. Clear Mind spells literally does nothing in the game. It's just giving you a trigger, like to play a spell. You trigger everything that triggers for spells. So that's really not good. Crescent Blade, because you can make them. They're bad. Like, you can make them. Don't put them in your deck. Right? Unless you're going like for some next level mind games. Jade
I
Bond.
came
So
seeking
really
glory,
not good.
but you are all I find.
Well, thank you for follow. Okay, and this is still not. I mean, this is going to be in C, not in D. Let me just see real fast if we're not having something that's really bad. Yeah, that should be all. That goes in D. Let's put these 3. Okay, so going for it's like basically the 3 first cards. That's really funny though. Manifold Blade. One of the best cards. It's going to be auto include in every single beast deck, and it's so powerful because they have like 3-4 beasts. They hit you for like 5. You're like, whoa, that's insane. It's going there. It's just an S card if you're playing beast, of course. Silence. I mean, I thought how silence is powerful, but sometimes it's not that useful. You don't get a body. Usually I will put it in C, but silence is so important in the game right now. I'm gonna put it in B. Calamity, the fact that this draws a card itself and gives you a stun is actually, I think, a balanced card right now. Delicious Gourd, this is really niche. It's going to C, like I was telling you. Wait. Oops. I forgot I was in a chat. That's actually really funny. Let me just tell him. Okay, so where were we? Yeah, Emperor's Prize. Emperor's Prize, you know, if you're playing like beast decks, because you have a lot of little beasts, you can really draw a lot of cards. But sometimes you have nothing on board, and you want to draw cards to have something, but you have nothing on board, so I think it's going to go in a balance card. And right, balance cards are sometimes good, sometimes bad. They're not always good or always bad. So that's exactly my point for balance. The Vigor Rate is going to be a little bit bad. Even if beast decks, it's a little bit bad. Sometimes, you know, if you give it to one of your beasts, they get silenced, you just lose the card, and then you lose the ability of your beast. So yeah. Pummel, it's a balanced card. It's different from Calamity, but I think it's balanced. Russian Thunder, so it's like a mini board wipe. If you get an Ao Kuang, it's deal 2 damage, and if you get a Guan Yu on board, it deals 2 damage. It's just really good card. Not that OP, but it's most likely useful. Life in Mind sickles itself, deal 2 damage, aggro deck, beast deck, love it. Transfusion, I think with the time, like they released the Pantheon with Transfusion being really good, but you know, now they don't have really high health cards or anything, so they don't have like Gebs, with 7 health or 8 health stuff. They have some clan medias already has 6 attack, so yeah, right, Transfusion. It's going to be I would put it in B, but the more I think about it, the more worse it is. Arcane Conduit, really good in defense. Offense, it's obviously terrible card, so balance for me. Blade Forge. Blade Forge, I think it's a balanced card. It takes a spot. It does nothing. Gives you Crescent Blades. It's good in control. Hebois, though. Hebois gives you a body, gives you a good war cry. It's just a good card. Slightly better than the average card. Please, Hebois. Get there. Oh, A+. I didn't saw it because it's blue with the blue stuff. Yi is also 3 mana for a 2/3, really good. It's Ricochet, so you hit the stone and you indirectly attack something else. Really, really powerful. Ninja, I think, is going to be a balance card now. It's okay. 3 mana for 4/4. Yeah. Honestly, is he? Nah, he's definitely a little bit weak. Projection, I think that spell is fine. It's good removal if you have something with high attack on health. Recall, also, you can recall your own units. I'm gonna put it in here and balance. Chang'e, I think it's also balanced. Sometimes it gives you really something that you need, but most of the time for me it's useless. Evolve, it's beast. I forgot the math about it, but if I remember right, you have a little bit like one more card that's bad that can be good, and it's random. So I'm gonna put it there. I may really be out of the reality there, but I think that's what it was. Donqui, I think it's going to be balanced card now. That only counts your enemy and not everything that dies. Alquang, I think it's a little bit better than an average card. So good with the with the Crescent, yeah, Crescent Blades that you make, and with Rushing Thunder, and or with any spells that deals damage. It's really, really effective, especially with Dragon Kings. It's going to give you 4 and 4 instead of 3 and 3. So yeah, it's still 8 damage, it's like an Inferno, but 4 on 1 and 4 on a row. Daji. 5 on a 4, 5/5. 2+2+2 to a beast. You need a beast on play. Okay. Is it balance? I feel like it's balance. It doesn't have the oomph that a gods give you most of the time. Guan Yu, it's going to be really powerful in control decks, and if you don't have a silence, you'll cry a little bit because he has 5 health, and it's hard to get rid of 5 health, like I was saying in the start of this video. Dragon King. I mean, if you played against this card, most likely it's the card that killed you, because this is the best finisher in the game. Just straight up. 6 mana. Boom. 6 damage on your stone. So good. It's going to be played every single Chinese that can play this card. If you're playing aggro, it's good to finish it. If you're playing control, it's good to get a removal. If you're playing mid-range, it's good to get like 3 or 4 kills in a row. Literally in a row. Sun Wukong is going to be one of the best cards in the Pantheon, straight up. The fact that he can boost your whole army for movement speed, doubling them, it's really good also. Inferno, it's 10 mana for 8 damage. How good is that? How good is that? Taking your whole turn to do that. And you need to be in the super ultra late game. Never saw it play. And I played a lot this patch compared to others. Most of the time, there's so much going on, you can't take just a turn to do that. I'm gonna put it in balance. I mean, you may argue with me, guys. It may be slightly better than the average card. Also, that's going to be it for Chinese. That was fast. Let's go with Egyptian. Now, Egyptian. There's a little bit more cards. But what's trash? This is trash. What else? This is trash. Is it? It's going to go. There's a lot of stuff that it's not quite trash, but it's not real. It's going to go in C. Sorry. Oh, that's really not good. I think that's going to be about it, right? Okay. Not much. There's not much, but a lot of stuff's going to go in. Oop. A lot of stuff that's going to go in C. Basically Cataclysm, you don't always get a lot of value. Meditation, same thing. Far's Health is weak. Scarab Blessing is on. He's wrecked, but like get silence. You're like face palm. So yeah. What else? Solar Sanctum. It's not always that useful. Appeasement. No, appeasement is accurately D trash. I'm gonna need that to put that in D. Wow, but the rest of the cards. Oh, wait. This guy goes in D. How did I miss him? How did I miss him? That goes there. Oh, here. And appeasement because it got nerfed. It costs 1 more mana, and instead of reducing by 2, it reduced by 1. So how big of a nerf is that? Okay, so basically 10 cards out of the Pantheon are just unplayable. Right? You can always make some decks for them though. Like I like Solar Symptom in my only heal like heavy deck, but it's not that good. So that's stuns and filter itself. That's good. Sunder also, it's really good. These cards for me are balanced cards. Then we have Sobek. Okay, Sobek is one of the best cards in the Pantheon. Combined with a Capri, combined with so much healing, it can just go insanely OP, and then you get silence, go back to it 1-3. So make sure to keep your silence to kill the Sobeks, or to kill them when they have 3 health, because you'll regret it though if you don't. Best stat. That has good stats. It's really annoying. I played a game and like my opponent played 5 best stats because of shenanigans. I'll talk about it later. And you're like, oh my god, so many cats ever. There's like 15 cats in your map, and you don't draw your AOE damage. And you're like, oh my god, how am I supposed to deal with that? And I just lost, obviously. It's going to be a little bit better than the average guys. Okay, Canopy Jar. That just all healing decks. Remember, it got changed, so I just have to reread it. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit weaker. Cards. Magnum Slam! Boom! Here. 3 damage. 3 mana. So good, you're going to see it everywhere in every single deck of the Egyptians. Is it one of the better cards? No, but it's really, really, really strong. Circuit, also, I think it's a little bit better than the average card. It's so annoying because you can't have 2 units on board and one trades with the Circuit because the other one's going to be poisoned, and then you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to lose it also. So frustrating, but she's good. She's good. Ward, I mean, that's always going to be a balanced card. Anher's definitely here in the S. If you can't kill the Anher, well, there's a good chance that some cards in your deck won't be playable. I mean, they can play playable, but you're not going to have the Warcry. Also, Chaos Pawn can't silence the Anher because his silence is a Warcry. Now you're like, oh my god, and then you don't have your removal, and you're like, ooh. But if you, I mean, the more and more cards that deal 3 damage, so I'm going to put it in slightly better than the average card. But if you can't kill it, oh man, it's a pain. It's a pain to deal with. Okay, so Focus Blast, obviously. The fact that it costs 1 more mana and it heals for 3, it seems like you're like, wow, that's really good. But most of the time, it's not better than Magnum Slam. You just want the damage. It's gonna be though a little bit better than the average card. Capri, my man Capri. The wombo combo potential just puts it slightly better than average. His stats are garbage, but the work rate is so good. Oh my god. Okay, Last Breath. I think it's a good balanced card. Recruiter, doesn't trigger the work rate. Sorry, so it's not that great. Ritual Tribute. That card is just insane. That's the card that gives my opponent more best stats to play, and they're like, oh my god. Or like more Sobex or more stuff, and gives it +++2 for 4 mana. Wow. Give Book of Thought. It's a slow card. It can be really good, so you know, I put it here in A. Execute. It's just such a good card. 5 mana, you execute something, anything you want. But it's 5 mana. So I'm gonna put it better, slightly better than the average card. The Geb. Geb, also good stats for 5 drops. Good ability, it's going to A+. Neat, I think it's a balanced card. Sometimes it's hard to deal with. But you know, if you're playing well and you don't chip their enemy summoning stone, they can't make use of Neat. So for me, it's an 8, but for most people, I think they're gonna rate it here. So I'm gonna put it here for you guys. Thought. Okay, Thought is just such a beast in this game. Oh my god. I mean, Thought could be a legendary, and will be fine. I expect them to be a legendary. Just so good, so powerful. Anubis, please, can you stop? Thank you. Anubis, the nerf just hit him so hard. I think it's still good though. It's still good, a little bit better. Annihilation, that just boom, best card. Best card. Got it nerfed? Did it even change something? Okay, if you're getting like aggroed hard, you won't be able to cast it on 6, you'll be able on 7, but most of the time it doesn't really matter that much. It just goes in S+. Isis. Isis is so conditional, you need something on board, and mana 4/4/4 is not that good. So I'm gonna put it here. And Book of the Dead. Also, if you revive garbage stuff, or sometimes gods are not even dying, so you can't play it, and it takes your whole turn, and you don't trigger the Warcry. Oh my god. Go there. Legendary and C. Oh my god. Where did he go wrong? Oh, so sad, but like I saw it played once. No, twice. One time the guy played, and I just killed his summoning stone instead. Because I had enough damage. The other time he played it, he got a Sobek and a Habois and a Geb. I just killed the Sobek, the Habois, and the Geb just did nothing in the next turn. Like attack one of my guys, and that's it. Like for 9 mana. And losing your turn. And you don't get a Warcry of the Geb and the Habois, like. Anyways, I think you get my point here. So, we're going to Greek. What do we have? Okay. For some reason I thought I wasn't recording, and then my heart like just I'm recording. We're good. Okay, purification. She's not really. Here, okay. Oh my god, Torn's is such a garbage card. Garbage everywhere, guys. There's so many. Okay. Sure of what I'm doing here. These cards, yeah, these cards. Not this one, but these cards are straight up garbage. Now this one, niche. This one, it's niche also. Sometimes you get a really good teleport or combo deck that you want to teleport something, and then you want to double its attack and make it immune for 1 turn, or double its health. All of these, even this one, it's like, okay, Bane, but they all are not that good. They're definitely not as bad as these, but they're not that good. That being said, Arachne. Right now, Arachne is actually a balanced card. Firelings being beast just goes weirdly well in a beast deck with a hyenas, for example. Live in the Intervention, I think it's also balanced. Late game, it's cool. Cheap 2-draw if you get gods. Early game, you don't have anything to play, just play that. So yeah. Arachne, actually, because Arachne is a balanced card, but it's only 2-drop that really makes sense in the Pantheon, so yeah. Sentry Ward. I mean, this card, like, it's just about, okay, guys. It's just a balanced card. Come on. You can't have hate for Sentry Ward. If your opponent's playing a good deck, Sentry Ward is going to be good, right? Because you draw from their deck. What am I missing? Heavily Agility. I think it's a little bit weaker. No, it's... How do I rate that? If you get it at the start of the game, it's obviously good. If you get it mid-game or late game, it does nothing. Which means that by my definition, that's a C card. Just niche. And when I say niche, it's like it's so specific to certain conditions. Judgment. This card is just so good. It's just so good. One of the best removal in the game. Sometimes you struggle to get a second god, but you know, yeah, Nemesis and Scylla's or an Apollo's is not it's easy. Nemesis, discard. This card is really useful also. Sometimes not that useful, so it just goes there. A plus Touch of Midas, I think it's just a balance card. Apollo, the fact that you can buff Apollo is really strong, but by itself it's just a balance card. Scylla, I think it's also going to be balanced. With Soldiers, Apollo and Scylla's are pretty good, think about it. Shock and Now, silence an enemy, that's really powerful, remember, and you trigger a friendly God War Cry. So, this goes into here. It may change, it may go up, probably going up, but for now, you need a unit on board, they need a unit on board. It needs to be a good unit to silence, you need to have a unit with a War Cry. There's a lot of conditions, but it's kind of easy to play it also. Aphrodite. I think she's balanced, honestly. I think she's balanced. Beacon of Hope got nerfed because of the Arachne nerf. That in mind. So it's going to be in B. And it's random all. And you don't choose where. The side, I think it just goes with here. It's a different execute. Really useful. Poseidon, also a little bit better than the average card. Such a strong one. Stuff. The Thanatos. Thanatos is removal and a 3/3 for 4 mana. Think it's a balance card. Why? Because for 2 more manas, you can get a 3/6 that deals 2 damage to everything around him. That's for 2 more manas. She is a little better than the average card. Medusa, I think she's balanced. She doesn't impact the board. She's really slow. Hades, I think though it's better actually than Medusa. If I have the choice into 1 Hades or 1 Medusa, or 2 Hades, I'll take 2 Hades. Just straight up better. Just straight up better. Anio. 5/4, 5/5. I think she's just like balanced, honestly. Is she? Well, let me see. But not Anio. Not Bellum. Nah, she's better than that. She's Live in Vengeance. Live in Vengeance is just good. Too good. Too good. It's too good because you're playing gods and they are not, and you kill them. Literally. Expansion though, that's just not a good card. That's just not a good card. Goes and see. Okay, Nike. Nike is just good stats, immune to spells, but doesn't do much. Ares, think it's a balance card, and Artemis, the 4/5 range with a War Cry trigger with 7 mana. I think she's fine. She just costs a lot of stuff and it doesn't do much. But no. Just the removal is really useful. The fact that you can hit the stone also is really good. Phantom Grasp also going to be there. Okay, that's a lot of an A plus. That's just a little bit better than the other cards. Hindu, the newest Pantheon. What do we have for you? From you? Okay, you have garbage stuff. Void Zone. That's garbage. Full garbage. Going to be nerf. What else do we have for garbage? That's about it. No mock shot, that's garbage. That's total garbage. There you go. Impressions. Oh, it's epic. I'm just gonna put it balanced because if you want to play your deck with 23 cards because you think these are the best 23 cards you can have, Impression's gonna have their spot for the 2 others. So deal damage to enemy. I actually don't know for that. I just didn't play it, guys. I put it here on unranked because I don't know. I can't rank it. I just never saw it played. Never tried. How can I rank that card? Right? I don't have an idea on how much a good deck with structures is. I can't rank that one. This is a little bit worse, but sometimes it's useful. Aspect of Life. Okay. This says 2 mana, but in the next patch this week, it's going to go to 4 mana. So I'm gonna rate this one as a 4 mana, right? So if there's anyone that comment in the video that put Aspect of Life ranked lower than it should be because it's really OP, I'm gonna say you didn't listen to my video, right? Okay, so how can you comment on something that you didn't even listen? Don't even know why it's going to be there. So obviously right now it's going to be an S with that stats. But with a nerf, I think it's going to go into a balance card. You need the other card to be in your hand, and it's 4 mana. So I think it's going to go there. Back of Arthur, change ownership of 2 units. Oh yeah, I think that's balanced. Like you have to have the duel, or like you're stuck with that in hand. Pillar of Earth. I think, honestly, with damage and the less movement, I think it's better than the average card. But that, I think. Pat of Exile. I think it's balanced because if it gets killed, you can. It's like the unit that comes into the board has charge, basically. Pillar of Fortitude. This, guys, is going to be in every single deck of the Hindu. It's one of the best cards, I think. So good. Pillar of Parity, I think it's a little bit weaker than the average cards. Rama, it's an interesting card with one health. It's going to be balanced. Bakasura, I think also is going to be balanced. It has goods, it comes back, it's like 3 4 3 3, but like this patch, I think it's balanced also. Echo Blast. Okay, the fact that you can have a second one, but it takes a spot in your hand, and it costs 3 mana for 1 damage. I think that makes it balanced. But the 3 damage is so good. I think it's worse than Magma Slam though. I don't know why. I just feel like it's worse than Magma Slam. But I know, guys, you probably make it on the same stuff than Magma Slam just because it's the same card, but get more. So right. Some people argue that the second casting is better. I think it's worse, but for the sake of balancing, like one can balance the other, so it goes just up there. I don't have to push. Flourish! 3 mana for +1/+1 is not good. 3 mana for +2 is okay. I think it's balanced. Okay, Pillar of Austerity. Huh. I think that card is a little bit weaker than the average card because they can just choose, or they can just kill that. So yeah. Pillar of Creation. I think it's a balanced card, honestly. I think 3 health, it's not that much. Pillar of Retribution. They can always again choose, so it's gonna be a bit on the weak side. But mana though, that card is just better Bakasura. So Bakasura should be here. Yeah. Agni with the change to Agni. I think this guy is just going to be everywhere. Like you're gonna see Agni everywhere. It's an AoE damage. It's really good. You can play multiple of them, like 4. Kumakarna, Guard, it's cool, and then it comes back, but like it's really slow, I think it's just a little bit worse than the average card. Pillar of Patience, man, this card played on curve, it's so annoying. It's so I don't know, A plus or S. No, it's just so annoying. It's really good. Illusion. I think it's a balance card. You don't even choose where it goes. It doesn't trigger Warcry and stuff. Ravana though. Ravana is definitely an S. Definitely really good, and Kali is just here. Kali is just there. Just you play something big. I got Kali. Oh, you killed my Kali, and you play something else big. I just play my Kali again. Gonna do? Huh? Really good. All of Avatar. I tried. It's okay. It's just funny. It's not bad if you actually have some gods in play. So yeah, I think it's balanced. But it's got 6, right? I remember it was actually a pain to try and cast that usefully. And you don't even choose where to spawn, so they may be out of range with what you're trying to attack, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember. It's a little bit on the weak side of the card. Okay, that's Hindu. Let's go for Mayan. What do you have for Mayan? Ritual Strike. That card is. I don't know why. That card. I like that card. I just like it. It's not bad actually. Holy Offering. It needs to be targeted to a god, so it's going to be in Anguish. You can target one of your zombies, making it an okay card. No, wait. I put silence here, right? Where's my silence from the? Okay, here. So that's the same. Like the same stuff. Alright, right. Oh yeah, that card is just not really useful. Gravedigg, I think that card is actually going to be a little bit better than its counterpart, Barter Soul, but this one is balanced for me. Just you can choose. Well, this one you can't. Lingering Souls, I think it's on the weak side. Like really weak. Corpse Explosion, it's a semi AoE. I think the card is balanced, honestly. No, wait. No, that was dead from above. Whoops. Discards. You have to kill actually your zombie. I think it's not that great. Especially if you have 4 zombies. The Foul Bounty, you need 2 zombies. I think that's a balanced card. It's just cool. Like, different draw. Moonbat, also balanced card. Wheelish, she's really hard to remove. Only there. Bloodbond. Kill a random friendly and enemy unit. Yeah, you don't spawn the zombies anymore, so I think it makes it balanced now. Port was such a strong card. And part of that, also going to the balance. You can't play 2 though. You cannot play 2 though. Chibalanke, so much utility coming out from it, and it's an AoE, right? Going into S, you're definitely going to see Chibalanke everywhere. There's so much utility, so much going there in S. Bracken is an annoying card, really annoying card. The nerf on his health, I think, makes it balanced. Honestly, I was wondering in A when A plus, but I remember the nerf to his health. Raise the Grave. That card just is defining of Mayan. It's just okay because that card exists. You have to clean the zombies because if they have 3 or 4 zombies, and you don't know if they have the card, but if they have, the zombies will just deal like 12 damage to you, and you're like, oh my god, I have to kill the zombies, even though if your opponent doesn't even play the card. Sever, I think it's a little bit weak. Honestly, 4 mana to deal 3, like 90% of the time, that's what's gonna happen. And Muzen Cab also 3 health for 5 drops, not that useful. It's going to be even if the hives are not really useful. Track is a balance card, honestly. Warcry is cool. Kukulkan is just cool to have, especially if you kill your zombies with a Shiva Lanke after. Trigger all their. DK is also a card here, but sometimes you want to kill something and takes its place and attack, but then because there's a zombie, you just can't, so it blocks yourself. So with DK, so be careful. That Blight. Okay, so if Annihilation, 7 mana didn't affect it that much, but Blight, 7 mana affected a lot because you cannot combine it with Raise the Grave. So you cannot Blight have 4 zombies Raise the Grave on the same turn now because it costs 7 mana instead of 6. Meaning that I cannot put it in S+, and I'm just going to put it in S. Here. And Kamzat, of course, is going to be an S. Just charge, can be buff, attack with your zombies, you play Kamzat, you finish the game. Like, that's so much burst damage. Just go with that. It's really useful. So yeah. That one was mine. That was fast for some reason. Much faster than the other one. Okay, there's a lot of garbage cards here, guys. We're gonna clean this. So, what are the really bad cards? This. We're gonna see that. Um. hmm, Well, okay. There's a lot of garbage cards, but most of them are going to be in C, not in D, because there's some niche way of playing. Now, that's C, that's C, that's C. That is C. Now, which this one, and I think that should be about it. They're just now. What else do we have? Valhalla's Blessing, Valhalla's Sorcery. These cards for a long time. They're in the game. I think they're balanced. Warrior Sigil and Hunter Sigil. Also, I think they're balanced. Rippling Curse is still really OP for 2 mana. And in fact, it's one of the best removal in the game. Use a 1/1 and charge at it. Or use any damage and charge, like a Mayhem or Dagaz itself.
I came seeking glory, but you are all I find?
Thank you for the follow. Okay, flexibility of Anzus, I think, makes it the balance card. Charge. Oh, charge. Charge goes definitely in C because for 1 more mana, you can have Runestone of Fire, which is a really good card, giving charge to everything you play. That's that. Now, Faith, I think it's a little bit just weaker than the average card. It still does 4 damage for 2 mana, which. Ace Fatalis also is weak, but if you combine, sometimes you can finish the game with that, with something that has high health. Wrath of Oscar, I think, for a 2-drop, Wrath of Oscar is a little bit better than the average card, especially that he deals 1 random damage combined with Crippling Curse, just in one-shot something. Wind Demon, I think, is a balanced card, and Gift of Manan, which is a card that goes just right. Oh, thank you for the follow. Just goes with Echo Blast and with Magnum Slams, but you can also draw a card. The thing is, costs 3 mana. For most of the time for an aggro deck, that's a problem. But it's better than these because you can draw a card. I'm just going to put it there. Better. It's just straight up better. You can draw a card. Of course you can't. It's not that powerful of these cards. They're not. It's not on the same power level though. I can't. I'm gonna put it there, even if it's still not that much better to put it there. Then mine Siege. I think it's a little better than the average cards. That being said, I think Frenzy is just a little on the weak side because this is not permanent. Well, Siege is permanent. Scotty, I think, is one also. Really good cards here. Soul got nerf. I think she's balanced now. Finally, you want to have like a 5 damage souls that kills everything that you play. Now it's only 1 damage to enemies, no matter what her attack is. Web of Word, I think it's a little bit slow, but still, it's not that bad. I did all the cards, right? I did not. Yeah, I'm just missing the fire. Okay. Thor, I think it's balanced. Yeah, now that it doesn't count Summoning Stone. Ymir, it's a 4-drop, but I think he's better than the average cards. Fenrir, it's a 5-drop now. I think he's balanced. Hell with 4 health is definitely balanced. She's strong if she lives, but it's not that strong. Yeah, a little bit better than the average stuff you'll see. Loki is just balanced. He can die even if he's invisible. And Freya can't target the stone. That was a Huge nerf because they're pushing for damage usually if she's playing an aggro. Now she can't. She's going to S. Still a lot of control that she brings and some removal options. So yeah, she's going in S. I think that we're just missing Roman at this point. Yeah. Okay. So what? Oh, I have to remove this right now. Okay. So here, there's also this is garbage. 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 Ooh, construct is that? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna put it in. Holsters card. 3 mana. That's bad. What? That's about it. Wow. So I think that's the Pantheon with the most garbage cards, unfortunately. This is why I think Roman is also the weakest Pantheon right now. Armament, Bombard, March, Demoralize. Not this one. Destruct. These cards. I don't know for Warband. I can't rank that one. But these cards are just going into C. Not as bad, but they're really bad. Hey, sad to say. It's really sad to say. Moralize, I think is just a little bit. Sure. We is it not? Demoralize is a fine card. Nox, I think she's actually in the weak side of things. Shackles, I think that's balance. Tenacity is also balance. Tenacity discard is a funny combo though. But if you have both and you have something on board and it doesn't get silenced and blah, 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 you know what I'm saying. Mercury is actually a little bit better than the average cards. But because the 1 damage is just so useful, yeah, I think it's one of the best 3-drops. Rain of Arrows, that card is just such a good board clear. 3 mana, yeah, it's really useful. Yeah, it just goes with the Agni, exactly. Sprint, it just goes with the Fatalis. It's a different one, but still. Here, please. Warburden, like I said, this one I really can't. Stunu for me. Bacchus. Okay, where did I put Gladiator? For me, Bacchus, it's a 8 card because Gladiator is going to be a little bit higher than that. Gladiator here. Yeah. Because Bacchus just gets boost at the start of your turn, and well, Gladiator, when you play it makes immediate impact in both R4 forwards, and it's random Bacchus between 4 states that he gains, so yeah. Battle Rage, I think it's a little bit slow. Cupid, I think it's also, for 2 health, it's not really useful. Venus, though. Venus is one of the best cards also. Really useful. I think from all of them, Venus is probably the most annoying to deal with. Yeah, Venus just goes with the best cards in the game, like I was trying to say. Bludgeon. It hits your own units! I killed my stuff the last time with that. I think it's going to be balanced because of that. Bliss is one of the good removals in the Pantheon. It gives you a good unit also, no matter if you killed it or not. Perk Release, I think it's balance. Janus, that's also one a really good one. Needs to be insta kill or you take control of the game, but you know, still. Vulcan, I think, is balance card, honestly. Turret is like kind of annoying something, especially placement. Outmaneuvered, I think it's a little bit on the weak side. Dishonorable is actually I think it's one of their best tools. It's a little bit better than the average. Removal goes with the idea of these worlds. Sylvanas is really slow and can be stunned and blah blah blah. So yeah, just goes into balance. The fact that Sylvanas is so slow really hinders it. So yeah. And Terra, I think it's one of the best units, especially in the late game. So there you go. Oh, we don't have any more. Oh, I thought we have more. Okay, so now that we're done, guys, let me expand. Where do I expand? Here, expand tier list. Okay, so what does it look like? We can see that a lot of cards are in the balance area, right? There's also lots of cards and a little bit better than the average, which I like. Like, if you have to choose between these cards, most of the time you'll see more of these and probably play more of these. These ones you'll see them less often, and these two ones, you'll rarely see them unless in a specific deck, right? Like backstab Diag is Mayan, Run is Might. Really go into an aggressive, super aggressive 0 cost 1 cost deck that I play them and not backstab, but these two I played in one of my decks. But by themselves, the cards are really bad. Okay, so yeah, that's a good overview of what the state of the game is, and these cards you'll see them if you play against that Pantheon almost 100% of the time if they're able to have them. And this one is just because it exists, you put it there. Okay, so there you go. There you go, guys. Here you have it. The tier list for OB0.32, and moving forward, it should stay like that also, unless we see massive nerfs, like the where is it? The aspect of life, for example. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to try these cards to see where I can put them and fit them. Anyway, guys, I hope that this was insightful. I hope that you learned a lot. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. That helps me a lot. And if you want to see more of these videos or any other ones, feel free to post a comment. I already have a list of the videos I should do. And the tier list was there for a couple time now. I just was trying to find the time to do it because, as you can see, it takes a long time to do them. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.